Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Math Club. Today we are going to solve a beautiful Olympiad math problem, that is x to the power 4 minus 5 times x minus 6 is equal to 0. So here we have to find all possible values of x. So here we have actually two methods. So we have to solve this problem first of all by method 1. So here we have our method 1. So before starting this method, we have to just check that if we are going to put the value of x is minus 1 in this equation, then we have that if x is equal to minus 1, so it will be minus 1 whole to the power 4 and minus 5 times minus 1 minus 6 is equal to 0. So here we are going to check this value. So it will be 1 and plus 5 times 1 is 5 minus 6 is it equal to 0. So here we see that 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Then we just notice that x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is a solution to this equation. It means that x plus 1 is a factor. To find other factor, we are going to use synthetic division. So first of all, here x is equal to minus 1. It is actually solution, and then we have a factor like x plus 1. It is a factor here. So finding other factor, we are going to use synthetic division. Here we see that here we have x to the power 4 and x to the power 3 and x squared is missing. So we are going to write that according to synthetic division, here we have x to the power 4. So x to the power 4, the coefficient of x to the power 4, we have 1. And here instead of x cube, we just put here 0 and x squared again 0, and x coefficient of x is minus 5 and constant is minus 6. So now as our first factor is x is equal to minus 1, then here according to synthetic division, this one as it is we are going to write here. So 1 times 1 is 1 and plus time minus is minus 1. Then 0 minus 1 we get minus 1. Minus time minus is plus. 1 times 1 is 1. So here we have 1. Again 1 times 1 is 1. Here we just put minus 1. So minus 5 plus minus 1 we get minus time minus is plus. So here we have that minus 6. Now minus time minus is plus 6, 1 is 6. So minus 6 plus 6 we get 0. We get 0 here. So remainder is 0. Here we have it is the value of x cube, actually coefficient of x cube. It is x squared and it is x. So it is constant. Now here we have first factor is x plus 1. And our second factor will be x cubed. Here we have x cubed, it is minus x squared and then plus x minus 6. Minus 6 is constant, so it is equal to 0 according to our that problem. So now here we see that first factor x plus 1 is equal to 0, or second one which is x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have x is equal to minus 1. Shifting plus 1 we get minus 1. So it is the first solution of x, which is minus 1. Now we are going to solve our second equation here. Here we are going to notice that x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 is a solution of this equation. So x minus 2, x minus 2, it is actually a factor here, because if we just put the value of x is 2 here, then 2 cubed is 8. Here we get 2 squared is minus 4. 8 minus 4 we get 4, and here plus 2 we get plus 6, and minus 6 is equal to 0. So x is here, x is actually x is equal to 2. Here x is equal to 2, then our factor is x minus 2. So here x cube, this can be written as x cube, and minus x squared can be split into minus 2x squared plus x squared, and this plus x can be written as plus 3x minus we just put minus 2x, and minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have here x cubed minus 2x squared. So if we are going to make pair here, then x squared is common. Here we get x minus 2. Here we see that x squared plus 3x. So if we just take plus x is common, then here we are going to write this one, that x squared minus 2x here, and then plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x squared times x minus 2 plus, now taking x is common, so we have x minus 2 inside bracket, and here if we take plus 3 is common, so we get x minus 2, that is equal to 0. Now this term x minus 2, x minus 2 and x minus 2, it is a common factor, so we are going to take x minus 2 is common here. Then inside bracket we get x squared plus x plus 3, that is equal to 0. Now here x minus 2 is equal to 0, and x squared plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. Here x is equal to minus 2 will be plus 2, so it is second solution of this problem. So we have x2 is equal to 2. Now if we see this equation, it is a quadratic equation. So using quadratic formula, then value of a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 3. So here x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So here if we just putting the value of a, b and c, then we get x is equal to minus b, which is minus 1, plus minus square root of b squared, which is 1 squared, that is equal to 1, and minus 4 times a is 1, c is 3, all over 2 times a. 2 times a is 1. So our next step will be, so here we have x is equal to minus 1 plus minus square root of 1 squared is 1, and 4 times 3 is 12. So 1 minus 12 we get minus 11 all over 2. Here this minus 11 square root can be written as minus 1 plus minus, that is square root of 11 times square root of minus 1 all over, here we have 2. Now x is equal to minus 1 plus minus, we have a complex solution here, that is square root of 11, and this square root of minus 1 is equal to I all over 2. So here we have two solutions, that is x3 and x4. So we get 4 solution here. Our first value is x1 is equal to minus 1, x2 is equal to 2, and here we have two complex solution, that is x3 and x4. So our final values of x is equal to x1 is minus 1, x2 is 2, x3 is minus 1 plus square root of 11 I over 2, and minus 1 minus square root of 11 I over 2. So it is our final values of x. Now we are going to solve the same problem by our method number 2. Here our second method is, that is method 2. So according to this method, first of all we have to write our problem, that is x to the power 4 minus 5 times x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now if we just shift these two terms to our right hand side, then we get x to the power 4 is equal to minus 5x will be plus 5x, and minus 6 will be plus 6. Now here we are going to make this left hand side is a perfect square. So for making this a perfect square, we have to add a constant. Let's say we have a constant, that is k. Let's say it is a constant. So if we are going to add that, first of all k squared, and again if we just add 2kx squared on both hand side. So if we are going to adding these two on both hand side, then we have, that is x 4 can be written as x squared whole squared. Now plus, here we just put plus 2 times our first value is x squared, and our second value, let's say it is k, so we just put here k squared, here just k, and then adding k squared here, so it is equal to 5x plus 6. Now here we have add on our left hand side, that is 2kx squared plus k squared, so we have to add the same expressions here, that is 2kx squared plus k squared. I hope you have understand this step. So here x squared whole squared plus 2 times x squared times k plus k squared, it is equal to, that is, as we know that by algebraic identity, if we have a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared, it is equal to a plus b whole squared, a plus b whole squared. So applying this formula here, then we get, that is x squared, it is our value of a here, so x squared plus k whole squared, it is equal to x squared plus k whole squared, and equal to, that is, if we just write 2k x squared here and plus 5x plus 6 and plus k squared. So here it is a perfect square. Now on our left hand side, if we see that this 2kx squared plus 5x plus 6 plus k squared, here it will be perfect square if we are going to just take determinant here. So it will be a perfect square if determinant, that is determinant, is equal to 0. Now here the value of a, here the value of a we have, that is 2k, value of b is 5, and value of c is this one, that is c is equal to 6 plus k squared, 6 plus k squared. Now finding the determinant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Now here this determinant should be equal to 0, so if we just write b squared minus 4ac, that is equal to 0, so b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now b is equal to 5, so it will be 5 squared minus 4 times a is 2k and c is 6 plus k squared, 6 plus k squared is equal to 0. Now here we have 5 squared is equal to 25, and 4 times 2 is minus 8k times 6 plus k squared, that is equal to 0. Now 25, multiplying this 8k into parentheses, 8 times 6 is 48k, minus time plus is minus, 8k cubed is equal to 0. Now our next step will be, so here if we just multiply minus 1 on both hand side, so multiplying by minus 1 on both hand side, then we have, this will be 8k cube, rearranging this one, 8k cube, it will be plus 48k and minus 25 is equal to 0. Now this 8k cube can also be written as 8 is actually 2 cube, so 2k whole cubed is equal to 8k cube, and plus 48 can be written as, if we multiply 24 times 2k, we get 48k minus 25 is equal to 0. Now here we have 2k and it is also 2k, so let us consider if this 2k is equal to y, so y is equal to 2k. Now if y is equal to 2k, then this equation will be y cubed plus 24y and minus 25 is equal to 0. Now here we notice that if y is equal to 1, so here if we are going to just put that y is equal to 1, so if we are going to putting that y is equal to 1, then it will be 1 plus 24 minus 25, is it equal to 0? And yes, 25 minus 25 minus 25, so we get 0, then 0 is equal to 0. Now here we have that y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 is actually is a solution of this equation. So y is equal to 1, then we have supposed that y is equal to 2k. So here 2k is equal to y, and putting the value of y, we get 2k is equal to 1. So if we find the value of k dividing both hand side by 2, then we get 1 over 2. So here we have the value of k is 1 over 2. Now recall our equation, above equation, that here we have x squared plus k whole squared is equal to this one. So we are going to write here that x squared plus k whole squared is equal to, that is 2k x squared plus 5 times x plus 6 and plus k squared. Now putting this value of k in this equation, then we have x squared plus k is 1 over 2 whole squared, that is equal to 2 times 1 over 2 times x squared plus 5 times x plus 6 plus k squared is 1 over 2 whole squared. I hope you are going to understand all these steps. So here we have x squared plus 1 over 2 whole squared. We are just write as it is, that is x squared plus 1 over 2 whole squared. Now we have to just solve this one, our right hand side. So here this 2 is cancelled out, we get x squared and plus 5 times x plus 6 and plus here we have 1 over 4. So if denominator is 1 here, then we get x squared plus 5 times x plus here we have 4, 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1. So we have x squared plus 5 times x plus 25 divided by 4. Now our left hand side is x squared plus 1 over 2 whole squared. So here we have to make this a perfect square. For this purpose we are going to write that this x whole squared plus 2 times x times, that is this 25 over 4 is written as 5 divided by 4 whole squared. So our second value here, it is 5 over 4, that is not 5 over 4, sorry, 5 over 2 whole squared. So 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. So here we have 5 over 2 and plus 5 over 2 whole squared. Then this will be cancelled, we get 5x. So 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. So there is no difference, it is equal. Now here this will be equal to x plus 5 over 2 whole squared, and our left hand side is x squared plus 1 over 2 whole squared. Now taking square root on both hand side, so we get taking square root here and taking square root on our right hand side, cancelling square with square root, we get x squared plus 1 over 2 have two values, that is plus minus x plus 5 over 2. Now there are two conditions. Now x squared plus 1 over 2 is equal to positive, that is positive x plus 5 over 2, and our second condition is here x squared plus 1 over 2 is equal to negative of x plus 5 over 2. So there are two values. Now we have to find here the value of x. So here x squared plus 1 over 2 is equal to x plus 5 over 2. So if we multiply 2 with each term, then here we get 2x squared plus 2 times 1 over 2 is equal to 2 times x plus 2 times 5 over 2. Then we have that 2x squared, this 2 is cancelled, we get plus 1, and here this 2 is cancelled. We have plus 2x plus 5, so shifting here we get minus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now 2x squared minus 2 times x plus 1 minus 5 we get minus 4 is equal to 0. So now here if we just take 2 is common, then we have x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now dividing 2 on both hand side, this 2 is cancelled out. We have x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now solving this one, we are going to split this minus x into x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now taking x is common, we have x minus 2, and plus 1 is common, we have x minus 2 is equal to 0. Here we have x plus 1 is equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. It is our first solution, that x1 is minus 1. Here we have x is equal to 2. It is our second solution. Now we are going to solve our second case here, that is x squared plus 1 over 2. Here we have our second case. So solving this one, that is x squared plus 1 over 2, and here we have minus x, and minus term plus is minus 5 over 2. Now multiplying 2 with each term, then we get 2x squared plus 2 times 1 over 2 is equal to 2 times x, and with minus, so here we have minus 2 times 5 over 2. Cancelling 2 with 2, again 2 with 2, here we cancel out, so we get 2x squared. Here we have plus 1. Shifting these two terms, we get plus 2 times x and plus 5 is equal to 0. Now 2x squared plus 2 times x plus 1 plus 5 is plus 6 is equal to 0. Now taking 2 is common, so we have x squared plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. Dividing this 2 on both hand side, 2 is cancelled, we get x squared plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. So here x squared plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. We have to solve this by using quadratic formula. Here we have value of a is 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 3. Using quadratic formula here, which is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So here putting value of a, b and c, we get x is equal to minus 1 plus minus 1, b squared is actually 1 squared, we get 1 squared minus 4 times a is 1, c is 3 all over 2 times a is 1. Here we have x is equal to minus 1 plus minus square root of 1 squared is 1 minus 12 all over 2. So x is equal to minus 1 plus minus, here we get square root of 11 times square root of minus 1 all over 2. So we have value of x, which is x3 and x4, that is equal to minus 1 plus minus square root of 11i, because we know that square root of minus 1 is equal to I, all over 2. So here we have 4 values of x, same as we have find out from method number 1. So here it is our value of x1, it is x2, and it is x3 and x4. So our final answer is the same by 2 different tricks. So here we are going to just check our entire solution step by step. So I hope you have understand all these steps. So it was very interesting problem, and consisting different mathematical techniques. So here we have the same result as we have find out from our method number 2. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more interesting contents. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.